Hi everyone. Some of you have asked me, what is this picture that I have in my background when I record my videos or I have my classes through Zoom? And I thought that this is a very good week to tell you a little bit about this picture and why it is important for me. So it is called Allenby Road, and it's a print of an art wall by the Israeli artist Amit Shimoni. And the author plays a little bit with the name of the two streets, Allenby and Abbey Road. And so he portrays four important characters in the history of Zionism and the State of Israel as the four Beatles in the famous scene of Abbey Road in London. So you can see here Herzl, Theodore Herzl, David Ben-Gurion, Golda Meir, and Moshe Dayan. And when I saw this picture for the first time in Israel, I like it very much. I think it's very cool. But I liked it because it contains two elements that, at different levels, of course, they have been a very important part of my life since the moment I was very young, and that I appreciate very much. First of all is my appreciation, my passion for the Beatles music. This is an influence that I received from my parents who were teenagers in the 60s. And the second one, also as a product of my parents' education, and that's my Zionist identity and my deep love for the State of Israel. And I wanted to share it with you this week when we are preparing for a new Shabbat, because next week we are going to celebrate the 72nd anniversary of the independence of the State of Israel, Yom HaAtzmaut, a year when the commemorations are going to be marked by the coronavirus crisis, which has deeply affected Israel in terms of the illness and also in the numbers of the casualties. But I always find it amazing the fact that Yom HaAtzmaut falls just a week after Yom HaShoah, the Holocaust Day. And I think this is really remarkable. It teaches so much about our history as Jews. It teaches so much about what we are. This Shabbat that we are going to begin tomorrow marks the transition from the almost destruction of our people into the rebuilding of us as a nation. From the persecution to redemption, from the ashes of the crematorium to a vibrant Jewish state that, despite all the challenges and the difficulties that need to be, and I am positive that will be addressed and overcome, I think it represents the most amazing and important accomplishment of the Jewish people in the last 2,000 years. Our people was able to overcome the most horrendous episode in the history of humanity, and still mourning the 6 million assassinated by the Nazis, they were able to establish a Jewish state in a few years against all the predictions and despite all the difficulties of those times. So on this Shabbat, I would like to invite you to think about our brothers and sisters who accomplished what at that time seemed impossible, to overcome the Holocaust and to build the State of Israel, to transform destruction, pain, suffering, broken lives into hope and fulfillment. May their example and courage inspire us to overcome the difficult challenges of our time. And may we learn that there is always the possibility of redemption, that we can transform darkness into light, death into life, suffering and despair into hope. Shabbat Shalom.